Dear February, this month has been really weird. True, you've given me some ups, and even though we have started this year on some really sad notes and some sad times, we've also ended this month on some hope and some happiness and laughter. It's been up and down and all around. So let's talk about it. Me and you, February. So February, you heard from your sister January that something sad happened to our family and you had to carry the massive weight that was the funeral of this very sad occasion. As you know, my granddad died in January, and in February we went to his funeral, and it wasn't a very straightforward funeral. You know, our family isn't straightforward on that side, and there's a lot of stuff that's still being juggled up in the air, and we're still trying to catch all the balls about this entire operation, but we are doing the best we can now. The stress of that has gone, and we're now just sort of trying to cycle through and trudge through life as happily as we can and as happily as we can try to be. It won't be easy. Grief never is easy. It comes back when you least expect it, but maybe it might, I don't know, hurt less, and we can all help each other. Of course, February, I did have some happiness this year. As I have said, I went to see Eugenius the musical. Usually I have a programme at this point, but someone doesn't carry change, and I forgot that theatres like it when you have change. I'm so clever. But actually, it was a really lovely musical. It was a really upbeat musical. Scott Page is so good in it. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Where I was right close to the stage and the other palace. If you've never been to the other palace, you should go down. It's Victoria. It's also, for me, for some reason, really hard to find February. But if you would like to go, then honestly do, because it's a really brand new theatre in Victoria in London, and it's just, you're so close to the action, and it's just lovely. And the entire operation was just so feel good. It was just so upbeat and amazing, and after everything that's happened, it's something that I needed to see. I would go again just to see Scott Page, to really be honest with you. I also have started rereading books. Everyone knows February that I am reading Harry Potter, but I also started reading On the Other Side again. And On the Other Side now, by Carrie Hope Fletcher, has a completely different meaning now. And I read it when I was 18, and now I'm 20, and there are a lot of characters in the book that remind me of family members or situations that are occurring in my own life, and maybe things I didn't pick up on when I was 18, I've now picked up on 2 years on. It was a book that came at the right time, I think, trying to deal with death, trying to deal with grief, and it's just, even though when you talk to people about this book and they go, oh gosh, it's about death, oh dear, oh God. Actually, it's not morbid death. It's not a this is death look. It's more of a death happens, death occurs, but actually death isn't something to be scared of. It's not something to be afraid of. It can be a beautiful thing. Whether you believe in a heaven or a hell or you don't, whatever happens to you after you die could probably be a very beautiful thing for you. And Evie Snow is such a wonderful character. She's so amazing. Such an amazing book. Also, February, you're known as the month of love in a stereotypical way because you carry the 14th of February. I had my first date. It didn't really go anywhere, and I didn't feel the same way about this person. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't work out and if you don't feel anything with that person. It's okay, because it shows you what you like and what you don't like in a relationship, really. There'll be someone else February for me, I think. but it was just nice to have the experience and to see what a date's really like. I just didn't feel the same way about that person, sadly. And even on that day when the date didn't really work out, I got to spend a wonderful evening with my friend and her new boyfriend and her brother for Chinese New Year, and it was just wonderful to hang out with someone who I haven't hung out with in such a long time. It's been such a long time since we met up, and it was lovely to just celebrate Chinese New Year with my friend and the wonderful people that she surrounds herself with. Also February, I've noticed more recently of the little gremlin that's sitting on my shoulder and telling me to not do things with people or go out socially because it's a dangerous place. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Would you awfully mind not doing that to me again? Will you let me live my march? Hurry now, 'cause I can't wait. Let's put on our anthem. We'll be singing all night long, all night long. And so what do I end your beautiful month on? I end it on my mother's birthday, but it was just wonderful. It's a wonderful thing to end the month on, to just celebrate something positive and show that person how much we love them and how much we care about them. And we do care a lot about my mum, and we love my mum quite a lot actually. And I am just so proud of her right now, of all the resilience that she's had during these past 2 months, because it's not been easy and it's been hard for her, and I just want to let her know how much I love her. I'm tearing up just even talking about my own mum. Celebrate and have a wonderful time. I suppose before you leave us, February, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, you have presented my family and I with some very hard times, but you have also provided us hope, positivity, love for the future. March will not have the burden that you or January ever had. There will be some ups and downs with March, but I will never know until I take my first 2 steps into that month and see where March's path leads me. But until then, February, thank you.
It's too late, hurry now 'cause I can't wait.